Hi Covai Mail viewers, I am at PSG Institute of Management where I have just learned that this institution has bagged 3 awards at the annual AIMS Convention 2021. 2 awards have been won by the faculty, one is for the best teacher and other is for a gold medal for research and innovation. The other is for the best management school. One particular thing that I have to mention about this award is that the students of this institution, the first year students of this institution have conducted 41 events which have a massive social impact, and that has led to the winning of this award. We are going to ask the director, the 2 award winning professors about what has led the institution to bag these awards. What are we waiting for? Let's get into the interaction.
Hi, my name is Dr. Vijaya and I head the PSG Institute of Management. Like every other year, even this year from PSG, we participated at the 32nd Annual Management Convention. And it's a pleasure for me to tell all of you that we won a series of awards both at the institutional and at the faculty level. Now, as much as we are very proud of all these awards, I must say that as an institution, we do not work towards these awards. These awards are a consequence of the work that my faculty and the institution does for the entire year. Research, innovation and teaching is a part of the DNA of the organization and the faculty who work here. It's important for me also at this point to emphasize that it's become a mandate for management institutions to kind of focus on the impact they bring in society. And as part of the impact factor, and given the fact that PSG is a charitable trust, at PSG IM we indulge in a lot of activities which are related to society. We even have a course in the curriculum which talks about managers in society, which is a fully 3-credited course. And that's where we teach our young managers to be on sharing, caring, and giving back to society. And that's the management week that we contested for, and we kind of were identified as one of the best in creating an impact. Now, one part of it is the award that we won, but we also, focus a lot on the UN sustainability goals. Our curriculum is around the UN sustainability goals, and the mantra for us at PSG IM is management beyond academics. I again would say that as a part of all this activity, we keep participating all these different events to tell the world what we are actually doing. And I'm extremely proud that my faculty is kind of committed towards the goals of the organization, and I have some very, very involved, capable, enthusiastic faculty, which makes PSG IM what it is today.
Ma'am, could you tell us about this National Management Week celebrations?
Okay, so this National Management Week program is actually an event conducted by the AIMS Association, right? So AIMS stands for Association of Indian Management Schools. So this is a pan-India organization where you have B schools all over the country who are acting as members of this association. And from 2012, they have actually started this event called the National Management Week. So if you look at it as a B school, over the entire year, you're just focused on corporate related activities or about, learning about business, right? But what AIMS wanted to do was they wanted to dedicate 1 week, right? 1 week out of the entire year where the faculty and the students in every B school will work for society, right? So you are not just creating managers, you are also creating responsible citizens, people who are members of the society, and our students have to understand what their position is. We had about 1 week in which our students put in a lot of effort, right? They came up with a wide magnitude of projects. You should see the sheer variety of projects that they've brought up, right? And they were able to execute all of this. So we had some which had to do with the general themes, if you see, giving, sharing, caring, right, empowering, conservation. In the Madri, these were the general themes around which all these projects were centered. It has also been declared that we were among the top 4
What sort of societal impact has your events given, ma'am?
இப்போ நாங்கள் வந்து we did a variety of events, 41 events exactly. Each event had a different number of beneficiaries. So if you look at the career guidance counseling program, this was a program where we invited an expert, a career guidance counselor, and he spoke to government school children across 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th in different groups or across different timings, and he was able to open up to them and tell them about so many different opportunities that are there. So if you look at that one program alone, it was able to touch about 270 school children. So like this, we had a variety of programs. This audiobook program which was done for students of Blind Students Association of Tamil Nadu. So this was a 9th standard social studies textbook they had converted into an audiobook. Right? So this was to help them prepare for their exams and make life a little easier for them. So this again had a wide impact. So in the Mari, of course, this is apart from the usual thing where they do for orphanages, autistic children, old age homes, transgender community, the leprosy colony in Vandalur. So all this, they actually had this crowdfunding which was done. They raised a lot of funds and they were able to provide items that these people actually wanted.
What kind of learning outcomes have come for your students? How is their overall experience, madam?
So this was done completely by first year students. So first year students from MBA Anna University and first year students from the MBA Waste Management and Social Entrepreneurship program. So there were about 210 students approximately. There are so many learning outcomes for our students that an experience like this goes beyond what you can actually learn from a textbook.
Madam, how many years are you in teaching and what pulled you inside this teaching field?
I'm in this teaching profession for the last 21 years. What motivated me to become a teacher is a very difficult question. I wanted to do something which will be inspiring to people, something which is not mundane or routine. So when I was looking at what are the different things which will be for a long term will be good for me as a person and some kind of something which will make a difference. Okay, so then I think then I chose to be into teaching. The first thing what I thought was I have to be a qualified teacher before I get into the profession. So I tried to do a PhD first. So I did a direct PhD just after my master's in commerce. And after my PhD only I started to teach. So that was a good thing that I did. So and then I think it was a natural progression. Once I have my PhD, then getting into college for the teaching profession was a natural progression.
What is the winning factor, the deciding factor in winning this award, ma'am?
In 2006, PSG went a big way into internationalizing all its programs. So, that way I had a great opportunity to be part of it. So, that gave me a lot of exposure and network to be, collaborating with a number of best-in-class faculty as well as researchers, both in India as well as in other countries. So I was able to bring back all those experiences to my class. So I think all these things was a deciding factor.
Ma'am, what is your innovation about and what do you think is the winning factor behind your innovation winning this gold medal?
My innovation was about transferring the learning to the students. Not only transferring the learning but also ensuring its application. So teaching, when you teach in the classroom, it should either result in acquisition of knowledge, skills or a change in attitude and behavior. So this subject which I am teaching is called Emotional Intelligence for Managers, wherein we teach them about how to manage emotions, how to understand others, how to manage their anger, fear, stress. So this is an elective which is offered. So if you see, learning happens in 3 domains: cognitive, affective and psychomotor. Cognitive domain, if you see, it is just acquisition of knowledge. But when it comes to the affective domain, we talk about feelings, attitudes, motivation. So when you teach something in the affective domain, it should always result in a change in attitude or a behavior change. So how to ensure this? If you look at the cognitive domain, you can give them tests. For example, I teach them what is emotional intelligence. I can ask a question, ask them to define. They will define. So I know knowledge has been acquired. But how do I see that the concepts I teach in the class are taken by them, not only taken, but then they should sense it as important and then they should apply it. So how do we ensure that? This is a challenge in the affective domain. So I addressed this challenge. So that was the winning factor in my innovation. So I tried to use a technique called journaling. You have heard of writing diaries. So we record our experiences. So the same, when it is taken to a classroom, it is called reflective journaling, wherein I teach you something today, you take the notes, and you find that it is valuable to you, you find that it is useful to you, and you go and apply it in your day-to-day life. And you also record that experience. So now what happens is, I know you have acquired knowledge, I know you have valued that knowledge, and I also know you have applied that knowledge. So all these journal experiences were recorded by the students, and it was made as an assessment component, and using the journal experiences I mapped all the course outcomes. So this outcome based education is an important factor, wherein we try to map, okay, if I'm teaching, at the end of the course am I achieving all the learning outcomes. So all these factors were there in my innovation, and that was the winning factor.